Hey guys, so this is a review on the Perfect Kicks 4.0 badge for the Travis Scott Dunks. And to start, pretty much the only thing that I realized that was off was this pair right here has little marks right here outlining that. These are my friend's pair. They've been worn a little bit. They got couple scuffs on the front, but this pair I've worn for a couple weeks now every day, and it's starting to come through right there, but it's got a little bit of creasing on it. I noticed this pair creased a little bit different than this pair. Those marks are from work, but you can see right here it's starting to tear away, but it actually does have the under layer. I got this pair checked on Check, and it came up with, I think, the insole stitching and appearance. And then this pair, the only thing that was wrong with them was the inside tag. So this pair was basically spot on, and I don't see how appearance was wrong with these if they're literally the exact same batch. But yeah, I did see on a couple people's pairs right here it wasn't stitched closed enough, but both of these pairs came out fine. The stitching up here is starting to come out a little bit, but hit it with a lighter and probably be fine. But other than that, the stitching looks pretty good. This is where the end of the stitching is, and it's not really noticeable. And on this side, this is probably the worst part of the stitching, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, and then this shoe, pretty much the same story there. This part got a little sloppy, but it's on the inside of the shoe, so you're not going to really notice it. Also on my pair, at least, can't really see it on camera, but this piece right here is sticking out a little bit where it was molded. You could probably cut that down, but it's somewhat noticeable when I'm wearing them, at least to me. Also on this swoosh right here, there is a little glue mark right there. Alright, now I'm going to show you them under the black light. Alright, so under the black light, it looks pretty good. You can't actually see the markings that they used with the whatever marker they used. Pretty sure, if I remember right, yeah, the glue is also not UV sensitive, so if somebody had these in hand and they wanted to check it with a black light, nothing would come up. You see, this is the pair that had the glue mark right there, and it doesn't come up under black light. Alright, and for this pair, the inside actually had glue holding down the insole for some reason. There wasn't a lot of glue, it came off pretty easy, but you can't see it on the fabric. But when we move over to the actual insole, you actually can see a little bit of the glue marks. Alright, and on This pair, this is the pair that actually passed the insole stitching on Check. So the insole stitching on here is pretty tight. There's only a couple loose stitches back there, but it's pretty tight all the way. Right there it got a little sloppy, but pretty sure that's the end of the stitching right there. The stitching back here on the Nike, it's not bridging over at all like you might see on some pairs, and then the stitching underneath here is all straight across and evenly spaced out and evenly tight, so that's also pretty good. On the check verification, I think what happened with the tag was it's actually pushed up a little further than it should be, and I think if I would have just pulled it down where you can see the Nike a little bit more, it probably would have passed there. But other than that, the tag looks really good. The insoles actually, they've been worn a little bit, so the print on the insoles is coming out, but the insoles are actually really good quality. And the laces I've seen on some pairs, they're actually like a white color, but these are actually supposed to be a little off-white, and they are. So they're actually the right color there. And even the stitching right there looks really good. Alright, so for the Travis Dunks, both pairs were ordered through Cool Kicks. Total came out to be basically 170 on there, and if you go look through their pictures, they actually only have 4 pictures showing off the shoes right there, and then they have some more down here. They actually don't show the insole stitching, which is kind of sucks, but that's usually what people look at on these fakes, is to see if the insole stitching is tight. They don't show very much of that. And then if we go over to WhatsApp, which is where they communicated with me from, Alright, so now that we're into WhatsApp, we can go back and look through here. And they actually contacted me because my payment didn't go through. I recommend paying with PayPal if you do this, because my card actually got locked because it's not used to seeing out of the country payments. So there's that. And they contacted me quite a bit. So this was on April 5th is when they contacted me, and then on April 7th I got my QCs. So only 2 days later I got my QCs. These are my QCs. And they confirm address and stuff and show that it's being shipped out. And they sent me my tracking number. If we go look up this tracking number, it was actually delivered to my house 11 days after I ordered it, so that's pretty good for out of the country. Actually, 10 days after I ordered it, so it's pretty good for out of the country shipping. Thank you guys so much for watching.